one of my favorite theories of all time. On September 13th, 2007, the book was released, If I Did It. Now, O.J. Simpson had written this book with a ghostwriter and was describing what it would have been like if he had actually killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman. Now, because the victims won so much money from OJ in the civil suit, they were able to take control of the book and actually be the ones profiting from it. Okay? September 13th, 2007.
September 13th, 2007, I was an auctioneer memorabilia dealer who was recruited by O.J. Simpson to get back his personal memorabilia.
So, on the same day as that book being released, September 13th, 2007, we also have OJ's robbery heist, which put him in prison for a very long time. So, Riccio says that he was the middleman between OJ and the people who were selling the memorabilia, but I feel like it was a setup the whole time just to get OJ on these charges.
Hey Tom, it's Al Beersley, and he's telling me all about this OJ collection that was stolen from OJ's trophy room. I called OJ, and I'm like, I'm here to tell you about stolen OJ goods. And he's like, what? Can you get a list? So I asked Al to text me a list. OJ recognized the stuff on the list, and he goes, listen, Tom, we got to figure out a way to get this back ourselves. I mean, he literally, it sounded like he was in tears on the phone. These were pieces of his life. It was the football he ran for 2,000 yards. The picture of him and Edgar Hoover that he wanted back. He didn't want these guys to steal them and sell them. The guy who has all the stuff happens to be in Vegas. So, yeah, we could do it in Vegas. And then that's where I met him the day of the robbery at the pool party at the Palms. I had prior knowledge, but I'm not a victim. I had prior knowledge of everything. I knew everything that was going on.
Tom was trying to explain to me how this all was some form of a setup, but the setup had gone wrong.
The only thing I didn't know is that they were going to come in with guns and all that crap.
But you knew they were going to take all the property?
Hell yeah, I knew it all. He was supposed to just come there, they were supposed to look at the stuff, identify it. He was going to give them the option to call the police or take the stuff. That was the deal. Not pull out guns, not threaten people. There was none of that supposed to happen.
We're in our office later at night trying to get our thoughts together, and I happen to click on TMZ, and I freak out. It indicates that there was a recorder in the room where the robbery occurred. Now, this would be fantastic evidence. It would be an investigator's dream. So how could there be a recording in the room that TMZ was able to get to, but detectives weren't?
A lot of people don't understand, if they didn't live through it, how big the O.J. Simpson trial was, and it made a lot of people's careers. Like Harvey Levin. Apparently, Riccio got $150,000 for selling the recording to TMZ. Do you think that's the only money he made off this deal?
Ben gives us a digital tape recorder, and he literally just gave me the goose that's going to lay the golden egg, and it's going to get laid over and over again, because not only did he record the robbery, he recorded the planning stages, he recorded the conversations between him and Simpson before the robbery, what the setup was going to be, and he also recorded conversations that took place after the robbery had happened. It really was a gift for the investigation.
And Riccio got immunity. Even after they knew OJ was a prime suspect in the robbery, the Maloofs let him still stay at the Palms Casino. It was a huge imposition on guests of the Palms that OJ was staying there after the robbery. I mean, it was nowhere near this crazy in 2004 when Britney Spears had her Vegas marriage, which was annulled. They're getting hundreds of media calls. Oh, that sucks, doesn't it? Or is it free advertising? Now, the Palms had just had a lot of media attention because it had hosted the 2007 VMAs, which were a huge deal. I have no idea why Jamie Spears' former boss, Adrienne Maloof, would be interviewed for a Robert Kardashian O.J. Simpson documentary in 2016. It would be too much to describe now, but I think the same people that got O.J. off of the murder charges are the same ones who helped set him up on the robbery charges. And it is kind of weird that a few years later, in 2010, the LA Homicide Division is having a whole exhibit of criminal evidence at the Palms in Las Vegas. Part of the display was a huge blown-up photo of Nicole Brown Simpson on the ground after she... Wow, that's so reprehensible. And how would the Palms get access to this exhibit? Nobody's ever seen this exhibit before. And why are the Maloofs friends with the Los Angeles Homicide Department and the California Homicide Investigations Association? It's really unfortunate that this whole robbery took place and the Kardashians' relationship with OJ really overshadows their upright moral character. It's almost like it was free promotion, you know? And they went to the Palms in the first season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Wedding chapel that Britney Spears got married in. Now we know that Kourtney and Scott are going to last forever.
Tell me, what time do you want to get married?
Right now?
And so, given everything I know, it's like the fall of Britney into a conservatorship coincides with the rise of the Kardashians. And that is because all of those things are the same mafia family. Okay? And what you'll also know is the Kardashians didn't really make a name for themselves in like the public's idea of what Hollywood is until Robert died. What did Kris know, and how did that help her kids' careers?
People are like, well, why would you want to do a reality show? Why wouldn't you want to if you get paid to be at home with your family? For people to see who you really are. We have nothing to hide.